Mention Huangshan, and images of its breathtaking pines, grotesquely shaped rocks, dreamy seas of clouds, and balmy hot springs immediately come to mind. Many tourists who have visited Huangshan in person or admired its beauty through magazines and television often raise an intriguing question. The dark blue hues of its peaks and rocks, combined with its lush forests, seem to have nothing to do with the color yellow. So why is this mountain called Huangshan instead of Qingsong Mountain or Yunhai Mountain? The reason isn't a misunderstanding of color, but rather a historical event deeply connected to the founding ancestor of the Chinese nation, an ancient emperor, and the profound Taoist culture. To unravel this mystery, we need to travel back over 1,000 years, to the Tang dynasty. Back then, Huangshan wasn't even called Huangshan, but rather Yishan. The character may be unfamiliar to many, but breaking it down makes it clear. Black on the left and a lot on the right, together meaning extremely black. This name aptly describes the mountain's original natural appearance. Huangshan is primarily composed of granite. Through eons of weathering, wind, rain, and sun, the rock surface has acquired a unique blend out of dark blue and dark blue, especially when shrouded in mist or viewed from afar. The entire mountain appears deep and dark, exuding a majestic and profound allure. Therefore, the name Yishan is a simple, yet accurate description of its appearance. Much like giving a sturdy, dark-skinned young man the nickname Xiao Hei. Simple and clear. So, how did this dramatic shift in name, from Black Mountain to Yellow Mountain, come about? This requires mentioning a legendary figure renowned throughout China, Emperor Huangdi. Huangdi is revered as the progenitor of the Chinese nation and one of the key founders of Chinese civilization. His status as one of the most exalted is unparalleled, according to ancient legends and texts. After unifying the Chinese tribes, Huangdi, like many ancient emperors, began to pursue the secret of immortality, to refine an elixir that could help one achieve immortality. He traveled extensively through renowned mountains and rivers, searching for a location imbued with spiritual energy. Legend has it that Huangdi, accompanied by his two trusted assistants, Rong Qingzi and Fu Qiugong, ultimately settled on the picturesque and ethereal Mount Yishan as the site for their elixir. There, they gathered sacred herbs, drew from pure springs, set up their furnaces, and toiled day and night to refine the elixir. This process is said to have taken countless hours, until the elixir was finally achieved. Upon consuming it, Huangdi felt as light as a swallow and ascended to heaven in broad daylight, achieving immortality. This myth instantly imbued Yishan, once known solely for its scenic beauty, with unparalleled cultural heritage and sacred significance. It was no longer simply a naturally formed mountain, but became the sacred site where the ancestor of the Chinese nation attained enlightenment and ascended to heaven. This legend had long been circulated among the people, but it was Emperor Xuanzong of Tang, Li Longji, who formalized the name and directly led to the change of the mountain's name. Xuanzong was a renowned emperor in Chinese history. During his early reign, he ushered in the Kaiyuan period, a period of prosperity that brought unprecedented national strength. To highlight their noble lineage, the Tang dynasty Li Tang royal family publicly claimed a bloodline with Laozi, the founder of Taoism. Against this cultural backdrop, Xuanzong displayed an unusual enthusiasm for the legends of the gods and immortals recorded in Taoist texts. When the ancient legend of Emperor Huangdi refining an elixir on Mount Yi and achieving enlightenment and ascension reached the imperial court, the devout Taoist emperor not only believed it with conviction, but also saw it as concrete proof of the profound truths of Taoism. To express his reverence for the founding ancestor of Chinese civilization, and to highlight the supremacy of Taoism, Emperor Xuanzong of Tang issued an imperial decree in 747 AD, the 6th year of the Tianbao period, officially renaming Mount Yishan Huangshan. The character Huang derives from the title of Emperor Huangdi and refers not to a color, but to a historical figure. This decree, issued by the supreme ruler of the empire, carries unquestionable authority. From then on, the name Huangshan replaced the old one and remains in use today. The naming of this famous mountain can be considered a pioneering act by Emperor Xuanzong, a devoted Taoist, to promote his idol through imperial decree, engraving and orally transmitted myth into the Chinese landscape. The name change further deepened the cultural connection between the legend of the Yellow Emperor and the natural landscape. To commemorate this legendary event, later generations named numerous mountain vistas after the alchemy story, making the experience of visiting Huangshan feel like flipping through a three-dimensional mythological scroll. The legendary location where Huangdi primarily refined the elixir was named Liandan Peak. The main peak he toured was called Shenyuan Peak, and the areas where his assistants Rongcheng Zidat and Fuqiwang operated were named Rongqing Peak and Fuqiu Peak, respectively.